Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And there's Porter at you. So I just want to give you guys some footage of them doing this construction here. Now, I'm not 100% sure what's going to be in the middle. I think it's going to be a bus stop in the middle. But nevertheless, for the last 6 months, they have tore up the middle center divider there. And they've been shifting the traffic from one side to the other side. So as you see now, if you're coming down Columbus, you got to pull to the right. Now, I don't know exactly like the whole logic behind this, because you're going to have one lane traffic either way how you look at it. And I think it's going to be one dedicated bus lane, which is going to make this area a little more congested. Looks like they spent a lot of money just to put concrete wall in the middle. I don't see nothing else extra other than the concrete wall in the middle. Looks like there's going to be a light pole or something at that right there. I'm assuming it's going to be a bus stop in the middle. I have to look at that picture they have over there again to see how that's going to play out. I don't think it's going to make the bus schedule any faster than it already is. I don't think it's going to make anything any different. So,
Bravo for a female ordered a lift. This happened about a half an hour ago from 150 Dale Street. The black male in his 50s, driving a Toyota Highlander, unknown state, Mary 374. Said he had his genitals out and tried to carry her 7-year-old into the car.
yeah, I don't even see that picture up there now.
Again, it's about a half an hour ago from 150 Dale.
There was a picture over there, but I don't even see it now. Well, I have it on one of my videos anyway, but it shows like the diagram of how they're gonna make the bus stop. So they had them up here. They took them all down. Or somebody took them down. They're not there, and not over here. I don't know what that car. He's doing something weird. Before there was, see what those markers in the middle of the road? That's where the island used to be at, or divider we call it. We won't call it an island, but it's not there now. It's gonna cross over to the other side, and just give you guys a view of how it looks on both sides. So this is where the island used to be, right in the middle of that. But it's not there anymore. So on these poles, they had some signage and pictures of how the new bus route would look, but they actually took them down. And I don't know if they took them down or somebody took them down. But all the poles that had them on there, I don't see them up there anymore. Let's take a walk down this way and see what we see over here. If we see something of any importance. As you can see, this thing is going to cost quite a bit of money to make this thing happen, because you're paying for details. I see at least 4 police cars 4 transit cruisers, 3 that way and 1 that way. And all they're doing is just sitting inside the vehicles. They're not directing any traffic or anything. Just sitting, just to be present. And honestly, there's not much traffic to direct. The traffic's directing itself.
We are in front of 63 Blue.
Somebody's missing a dog.
One under the path there at Mass.
What's going on, man? So there should be a detail helping him get out of there, but he's doing it by himself. I'm not too sure what's going to be in the middle. Like, it's kind of hard to tell what's going to be in the middle there. See, if you're paying all that much money for a detail, at least they can help you back the trucks out. And that's the other question is, what is the purpose of having the detail? Now, if it's for safety reasons, then you should have a detail doing that, just that. You have an officer sitting in the car up there where there's no workers whatsoever. There's not one worker where he's at. He's just sitting in the car. And all the workers are pretty much down in that direction, like further down. So I'm not too sure what's the actual purpose of the detail. Like, I know if they're supposed to direct traffic, then that's something totally different. But when I see it, it looks like they're just gonna put a wall here, and I'm not sure what's the purpose of this wall. I'm not too sure of the purpose of the wall. So let's take a quick walk down and see what else we see down here. And this is probably going to go on for another, who knows, another 6 months or so. And we're not too sure what's it going to accomplish. We have to see the ending results and see. Hopefully they planned it through before they did it. None of these poles have that thing on it anymore. It used to be like at least 4 or 5 of them on there. So I'm assuming that's going to be the bus stop right there. People are going to sit and wait for the bus there. The bus is probably going to pull up, pick them up from the middle, and keep going straight down. I could be wrong, but I think that's how they have that set up. Keep in mind there was nothing wrong with the bus stops the way they were. It's just that now all the bus stops are going to be in the middle of the road rather than on the sidewalk, where they're more safer on the sidewalk. So, let's see. This is where the fire station used to be right here. That building used to be the fire station. Now it looks like it's going to be like some kind of complex. Not too sure what, but something. Take a closer walk down here. maybe it's gonna be a new fire station. Who knows? Because it does have bays, like doors for the bays on it. Maybe they might be making a new fire station over again. Who knows? It does look like it has.
Yeah, I'm coming down a car up there. 44 Binney Street is that there's fire department's putting in some sort of a water leak on their side, and they're looking for us to close off Binney Street. I don't know, like, how bad it is. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have a children's detail there?
So not too sure. Now the T says they have no money for drivers and extra services. At the height of them wanting to cut services, they are building a multi-million-dollar project along Columbus Ave. Now, at the same breath that they're saying this, they want to cut services on some bus lines and the Green Line service going to Brigham Circle. So I don't see the whole logic behind something like that. You start a multi-million-dollar project, but yet you want to cut salaries and services. And this is not just happening in the T. This is happening in a lot of departments where you have people on top making uncalculated decisions for no reason at all. Just to spend money and use up services. And this goes across the board, and I'm pretty sure some of you will see it in your workplace as well. You know, like I said, I'm not too sure how this is going to look. Alright, so this is like where the end of it is right here. So, we'll take a walk around the other side. So they have something here. That's December 28th, so that's actually kind of old. And I think that's probably something to do with this building that's on the side of me. Something to do with the building that's here. The Elderly Family Horizon Center. Alright, so this is where the construction ends right here. Because if you go there any further, you got you have what, Jackson Square down there. Like I said, I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. We have to see. Because my whole thing is, if you have the inbound bus going one way and the outbound bus going a different way. Unless they're gonna have buses with doors that open on both sides. I'm trying to see how that works. The only logical answer would be they must gonna have buses that have doors that open on both sides. That creates another problem. Because if there's only one stop and it's like on this directional side.
A water leak, but they're trying to determine how they're trying to be a gas leak too, because they're all gas. So it's going to be shut down at Longwood and Jimmy Fun Way, because whatever contract is going to be coming out is going to be digging across the road.
Longwood and Jimmy Fun Way. Okay, you need another car up there?
Set up there. Yeah, I can take one side, I can't take both.
This is a temporary bus stop.
Down there.
That's 415?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Senator Jones.
I guess a lot of the meetings are online. So unless you know the link and how to get to the meetings, you won't know about them. And that leaves a lot of elderly people who don't really use computers that much. How would they get on the meetings? And if a lot of elderly people are not computer savvy, so they have no way of learning how to get on computers and do that kind of stuff. It's always something in the city. It's another sign that says this way to the bus stop, which is right there. I guess we got to see how this is going to look once it's completed. But once again, they're spending a lot of money on this. This doesn't come cheap at all. And so the bus stop is no longer here. I guess they moved it from here to there, because I guess it would be impeding traffic if they kept it here. So eventually the new bus stop is going to be there. I'm not too sure of the whole logic they're going to have behind this. So they're snaking wires through the pipe there, little fish tape. It's a kind of unique way to do that. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. They vacuum it through, so it pulls it all the way through. It's pretty good. A lot of electricians know that trick, so they do it all the time. What you do is you put the fish tape inside the hose, and assuming the hose is airtight, which it should be if you glued it together the right way, and you have whatever how far you're going, 100 feet, 200 feet, as long as you got the suction on the vacuum cleaner, it will suck that wire right through to the other side. And then you can pull your wire through later on. It's a trick they've been doing for quite a while now. And it works, it's very effectively. Very, very effective. It beats trying to shove a metal cable all the way 100 to 200 feet. That's a lot of work. I'm going to get ready to cut this video short, because so until next time, guys, I'm Nez Porter.